We welcome in Paul Triple H Levesque here to SportsCenter. And Paul, right off the bat, I need you to clarify this for us. Are you a full-time front office guy, or might we see you dropping people next weekend?
Right now, I am full-time office. It's funny, ironically, I wasn't originally scheduled to be in this year's WrestleMania anyways. Every year as time goes by, this gets more and more hectic for me, and getting in the ring just becomes an added burden. But especially this year, the way things all turned out and what we had to accomplish, I was very thankful that I wasn't scheduled to be in the ring this year, because it would have been almost virtually impossible for me to be able to do with everything else that was happening. All
right, we will move on to that. But first, since we saw you there in WrestleMania, give us a favorite moment or three of yours.
God, it's so hard. WrestleMania, it's the one thing. I mean, this year will be WrestleMania 36, but every year there are these epic moments. The events themselves just kind of transcend the actual event and become these, just epic moments that last through generations. And there's these moments in time, pictures like Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, or Shawn Michaels descending from the rafters on a skyline. Just different moments through time that just resonate and stick with people generationally. For me, I think I'll never forget my first WrestleMania, and a lot of people will be surprised by that. But my first WrestleMania ever was against the Ultimate Warrior. And he was just such an icon and a legend in the business that, for me, that was just an incredible moment for me to walk into a WrestleMania event facing the Ultimate Warrior for my first time. Years later, I would have an end-of-an-era match with The Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. And it was listed as the end of an era because we were sort of the last of our generation of talent, and the last sort of epic clash of them that you would see. And there's a moment at the end of that match where the three of us, The Undertaker, myself, and Shawn Michaels, are standing at the top of the ramp, and I'll never forget it. It's burnt into my brain of just that moment in time of the three of us, the respect level that we all had for each other, are all standing out over that, sea of people. It'll last with me forever.
So that's the end of an era, and we are certainly in a different era now. Explain the decision to hold and the conditions in place for the upcoming WrestleMania event.
Well, in this time, I think we believe WWE, I think our talent, our staff, our crew, that probably now more than ever, entertainment for people is a necessity. And them having something that they can, tune into, forget about everything that's going on or what they have happening in their lives, or not being able to leave their house, or whatever it is, and just tune out for a few hours, tune into something that's just fantastical, and forget about it all. And we feel not only the need to do that, but sort of the obligation to do that for people. Our fans are there for us year round. They've been doing it for years, and we have a message in the WWE that is we say what our jobs are every day is to put smiles on people's faces all over the globe, and we truly believe that. And in this time, maybe more than any other in my memory, people need those smiles right now more than anything. So, we choose to carry on and to try to be able to deliver those smiles. We've taken as much safety precaution as we can. Certainly the health of our talent and our staff is, primary and then the biggest focus for us. So, with medical screening and everything that we have done, we've followed the CDC's instructions and tried to be as careful as possible. We have, as we've done matches throughout various shows, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, we have sort of scheduled out talent so that there aren't so many of them there at a time, and sort of shifted the scheduling around. So we've done everything possible, and having these on closed sets without fans in attendance, it's not ideal, but we feel like it's worth it for us. The effort is worth it for us, the stretch is worth it for us to be able to put those smiles on people's faces when they need it the most.
And yet, along the line of precautions they're taking here, the match between Goldberg and Roman Reigns had to be altered. How come?
Well, so there are various talent, and I don't I don't want to get into the specifics of WrestleMania because that's a must watch and see
Sure.
Event. But we don't like to take precautions with our talent any more so than they need to, and all of our talent are in this in a voluntary capacity. So right out the get go, if they don't want to be a part of this, if they feel there's a risk for whatever reason, be it themselves or somebody around them. They don't have to be here, and there will be, nothing is held against them for that. So, the same with our crew and everybody else. But we don't want to take chances on that. And with Roman having a pre-existing condition that would make him more susceptible to something, it's understandable. So, we've had very few talent that have had issues or chosen to not be here, but we're where we're at, and I can tell you that. For us, it's been an amazing, or at least for me, amazing process to be able to go to these events. Everybody's under immense pressure. Obviously, there's a ton of work going into these and trying to do them. Even the talent performing in front of no one is not the easiest thing in the world. And yet everybody is here. They feel like I think they just feel a sense of purpose. They're all laughing. They're smiling. They're having a blast. These have been some of the most fun days of television, of everybody just staying within the rules and trying to do it, but happily going out there and trying to perform a service. And I don't think that people should look at it anything more than that. We're trying to put a smile on your face. If you enjoy it, hopefully you do, and that's great.
You certainly have your challenges here, though. You talked about, we're there for your fans, but this case, because the fans can't be there for you. But you've been there as an athlete, a performer. What is the challenge of wrestling without the emotion and the energy that you get from that crowd?
It's tough. I can tell you that is very tough. The WWE universe, our fan base is sort of the secret sauce of what we do. We're actually one of the very first interactive television shows, if you look at it that way, or products out there. We encourage fans to bring signs. They make their own chants. There's a sense of community in the WWE with our fan base. And, that community, their energy, that's what drives our performers to put on the show that they do. And I can tell you that what we do is very physical. And that physicality hurts a lot more when there's no one there egging you on and there's no adrenaline from the fan standpoint. But our talent have really... I don't know, they've just stepped up to another level, and it's been impressive for me to see their level of dedication, their level of passion to want to give back to fans who can't come to the arenas but are home watching, and they know they're there watching, and their desire and passion to take those people out of what they're going through on an everyday in everyday life right now and give them something more and something to enjoy. It's really meaningful to them. So they're going the extra mile for everybody. Not easy, but they're doing it, and they're doing it with a smile on their face and having a blast doing it because they feel it's for the right reasons,
Okay, now normally SportsCenter on Sunday is 90 minutes. We're only an hour here, so I'm just going to give you that time constraint as I say this to you. What's in store that we need 2 days to hold it all?
Well, WrestleMania is a mega event. Over the last few years, it has become the event that is gone from 3 to 4 to 5+ hours. And this year, there's just so much to the card and so many people wanted to participate, especially as it got closer to this event and the world started going through the situation that it's in. And we felt like that it was the right time for people to be able to sit back and enjoy this, but let's give it to them on multiple days. There was too much here. There was just too much excitement, too much content, too many great matches, too many great talent for it to all be withheld in one night. So it's just too big for one night. So we're making it two. We're going to try to entertain people the best we can. It's going to be held from not only from the Performance Center, but from multiple events and multiple locations, actually. Sorry. And I'm telling you right now, it'll be something special. Gronk's the host. You know that'll be special.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be fun, and it'll put a smile on your face.
That's where I want to leave it. You're in New Hampshire. I'm in Connecticut. Gronk's in between us there with Massachusetts. What are your plans for that guy?
I tell you what, when it comes to Gronk, I don't really believe you have plans for Gronk. I believe Gronk has plans for you.
Okay.
It's Gronk's world. We're just all living in it. You know what I mean? It's the Gronk playground right now.
Well, we look forward to see what's in store with that guy. WWE Hall of Famer, Executive VP, Paul Triple H Levesque. We appreciate your time. Good luck, good health to you and all those involved in WrestleMania next weekend.
Thank you so much. Everybody stay safe at home. Follow the rules. Stay indoors, stay away from people, stay safe, and tune into WrestleMania. We'll put a smile on your face, I promise.